Yes, students, can someone please unmute and tell me what and all have we covered up till now in this lesson, French Revolution? What is that? Little louder?
We talked about King Louis XVI.
Okay. What else?
Sir, about the
So we done the government of France.
so about first state and second state and third state.
Okay, we
That's
learned
good.
about the three estates. That's good. What else about the government of France? Someone said government of France. What did we learn about the government of France?
So it has become constitutional monarchy.
Okay,
Yes.
constitutional monarchy, not monarchy. Okay, it is pronounced as monarchy. Then what else did we learn?
Active and passive citizen.
Oh, what is that?
Active and passive citizen.
Yeah, what is that? Active and passive citizens? What is the meaning of this active and passive citizenship?
Sir, those who pay higher tax.
Hmm. Active
And
citizen.
men go 25A.
So, did everyone have the right to vote in this new France that we are seeing?
No, sir. No,
No, sir.
sir.
No, sir.
Who were the
No, sir.
who were the citizens?
Only men above 25 age who
That means
paid high tax were given
correct.
vote.
Means the active citizens, people who are categorized as the active citizens, were given the right to vote. So this is where we are presently in our French Revolution. So let us see what is the political system which was adopted in France. Yeah, okay. One thing I had asked everyone, all of you, to read and tell me about was the tennis court oath. So can someone tell me about the tennis court oath?
Sir, what?
Tennis court oath. Yesterday, before closing the class, I had told that there is a page in your textbook wherein there is a big photo called as the tennis court oath. Students have to read and tell me about that tennis court oath. And few students said, yes, sir, we will read.
So third state people gathered in tennis court
And started
had
playing
a
tennis.
had a meeting there.
Okay. Why did they have to do meeting in tennis court? They could have done meeting in the kitchen or bathroom also, no? Why did they have the meeting only
Because
in the
there was
tennis court? Because what happened? Because
Sir, can you repeat?
I am talking about the tennis court oath. See, students, if you do not read your textbooks, this year's history will be an absolute zero for all of you. I am telling you right now, you will understand your history only if you read each and every lesson a
Sir,
minimum.
it is page number 9.
You tell me the page number. I don't care about the page number. I want you to tell me what you understood from this. See, all students, please listen very, very carefully. If this year in your history you do not read your textbook, each lesson has to be read for at least three times. Three times I'm saying each lesson at least three times if you read, only then there's a possibility that you will pass this year's history. This year's history is not the same history what you have been learning for all these years. It is very, very different. It is the first time all these chapters are actually coming across to you. These are very, very different ideas, different concepts which is being coming across to you. So every day, whenever I finished my class, please spend some time reading the textbook. If you do not read the textbook, mark my words, this year's history, you will not understand a single word. And it being online classes, it is much more difficult. If the students are in front of me, I can explain, I can do so many other activities, but being online, you have to contribute and you have to read the textbook. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, you'll say okay, but I don't know what's going to happen at home. Once the classes are over, possibly everybody goes to sleep. Anyway, so coming to the political system of France, in the Constitution of 1791, this political system where the distribution of power is done into three categories, which we see in our modern day governments also. This was done for the first time in France. There was a legislature which constituted of the National Assembly of 745 members elected by voters of 50,000 men. Means only the active citizens who were the voters, they went through elections and they elected a National Assembly of 745 members. This was the legislature. Then there was the executive, which was made up of the king and the ministers of the king. And then there was the judiciary, which had judges. I would like the other students to please remain on mute. Okay, so this was the political system in France. Now, the French Constitution gave a few fundamental rights to the citizens, like we have the fundamental rights in our Constitution. In the same way, they had the right to life, they had the right to freedom of speech, they had the right to freedom of opinion, and then they had the right to be equal before law. And this was all called as the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens. This was the official name which was given to the rights which were given to the citizens of France. The Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. This is a very important question. Normally, it comes in all the exams. What is the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens? Now, there were a few political symbols. Everywhere we see symbols play a very important role. Whenever you see the symbol of a hand, you know that this symbol belongs to the Congress party. Whenever you see the symbol of a lotus, you know that this symbol belongs to the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. So these symbols give us a for kind of meaning, a kind of connection. So symbols were created so that they can connect to the ordinary citizen, to the person who is even uneducated. When he sees a symbol, he knows and he recognizes what this symbol stands for. So there were many symbols which were used to connect with the normal local people. There was a symbol of a broken chain, hand shackles, broken chain, so it was a symbol of becoming free. There was a symbol for strength and unity, like a spear. There was a symbol of a dragon in a circular pattern. It was a symbol of eternity, a never ending form. There was a symbol of a baton, which was a symbol of royal power. So all these symbols were used so that they could connect to the ordinary citizen. Furthermore, a symbol of a red cap. It was a symbol of slaves becoming free, a symbol of law, a symbol for the national colors of France. Too many symbols were generated so that people would connect with these people. They would get start developing a sense of being a nation of France. Okay, so now let us see how the monarchy was slowly abolished in France. Means how the king's powers were slowly abolished. King Louis had signed the constitution but was involved in a secret negotiation with Prussia. So now we know that the King Louis, he had signed the constitution, and after signing the constitution he became a constitutional monarch. But what happened was the king was not happy with this. King Louis was not happy with the situation where he was losing most of his powers. So what he did, he went to neighboring countries. He went to neighboring country of Prussia, which was part of the German Empire, a very powerful nation, and he went into secret negotiations talks with this country, so that telling that you people can come and invade my country and remove this national assembly from power and make me the king again of France. These secret talks were in the works. They were doing this behind the back of the National Assembly. The king wanted the neighboring countries to help him gain power again in France so that he could be the only ruler. He did not like the idea of this National Assembly because the king's powers were very weak with the National Assembly. All the neighboring kings were planning to send armies to reinstate monarchy back in France. So all the neighboring kings they started devising a plan. They started making a plan wherein the king of France again could become powerful in France and monarchy would again be re-established in France. This was what started happening. Now the National Assembly came to know about this. National Assembly came to know about this and then they also started getting into action. In 1792, National Assembly declared war against Prussia and Austria. These were two powerful neighbors who were going to invade France. Thousands of volunteers came up to join the army. Volunteers, people saw that it was the war of common people against the monarchy. So many of the people who joined the army, they saw this as a war, a struggle, a fight of common people against the king, against monarchy. Volunteers from Marseille, they came up with a popular song, a patriotic song, which later became the national anthem of France. So Marseillaise is the national anthem of France. This was a patriotic song which started in the year 1792. Opinion about revolutionary wars. The wars brought economic difficulties to the people. Men were fighting as soldiers, women had to earn money to look after their families. Largely, poor people were not happy with the outcome of wars. Nobody is happy with wars because wars only give more and more hardship. So, whenever France would go into war with the neighboring countries to protect their status of being a republic country, there were lots of hardships, lots of economic difficulties the people had to face because of these wars. So, in this situation, a group of people emerged in France. This group of people they were called as the Jacobins. This Jacobins was a revolutionary group and they had a leader by the name of Maximilien Robespierre. Maximilien Robespierre was the leader of the Jacobins. Now let us see what these Jacobins did in France, how they changed the course of French history. This is a very, they played a very major role in this French Revolution, what you are studying. This club included poor sections of the society. So, very poor people who did the work of shoemaking, bawarchis, cooks, printers, servants, daily wage workers, all these people were part of this Jacobin club. The members of this club decided to wear striped trousers to set themselves apart from the fashionable sections of the society. These people who belong to this Jacobin club, they started to wear their dress also in a very different way. They started to wear pants or trousers which were having stripes so that they would be recognized as members of the Jacobin club. Then these people wore red caps. This red cap was to symbolize freedom, symbolize liberty. Liberty means freedom. So the red cap also was worn by the people in the Jacobins. However, women were not permitted to join the Jacobin club. Only men were there in the Jacobin club. So this was the beginning of the formation of the Jacobin club, and the leader of the Jacobin club was Maximilien Robespierre. So let us see what these Jacobins actually did to enhance the French Revolution. So Jacobins, it began on 10th August 1792 when the Jacobin club was formed. They attacked the palace of Tuilerius. This was the palace of the king, and they attacked the palace of Tuilerius and they killed the king's guards and took the king as hostage. That is, King Louis was taken as hostage and he was kept in prison. So this is what the Jacobins did. The National Assembly voted to imprison the royal family. So Jacobins over here took the power from the king. They held him hostage. They killed the king's guards and they put the king into prison. Elections were held at this time, and the assembly who was elected during this election was called as a convention. This was what was done by the Jacobins. Later during the year, on 21st September 1792, the convention abolished monarchy. So, first we have a situation where the monarchy was converted to a constitutional monarchy by the National Assembly, and then later, when the Jacobins came into power, they formed a group which was called as the Convention, and this group abolished monarchy altogether. It totally removed monarchy from France. Monarchy was totally abolished. It declared France as a republic. Republic means a government of which is elected by the people. They declared France to be a republic. This was the first time in history where a true republic was formed in France. Later on 21st January in the year 1793, just a few months after this, King Louis was sentenced to death for treason. Treason means any act which is taken up by a person against the government of a country or against the country itself, against the interest of the country, is called as treason. So the Jacobins first they had imprisoned King Louis, and afterwards these Jacobins they gave the death penalty to King Louis, and publicly he was guillotined. Guillotine is a process in France. Over here it is there. You can see on your screens a small instrument, a huge instrument over here. What happens in a guillotine is that person's head is chopped off. The person is sentenced to death. His head is placed on the guillotine and it is chopped off directly death. That is called as the guillotine. It's a huge structure wherein many public executions take place over there. So this period in the history of France, it is actually called as reign of terror, means the rule of terror. It is called as the rule of terror because many public executions took place during this period. Plenty of executions took place during this period. The leader of the Jacobins, that is Maximilien Robespierre, he would have his own court. The enemies would be imprisoned. Same day trial would be taken, and the same day these people would be declared as enemy of the states and sentenced to death. Jacobin's leader took charge of France, that is Maximilien Robespierre. He came up with very strict policies of self-control and punishment. Anyone who was seen as enemies were arrested, imprisoned, and tried in court. And when they were found guilty, they were beheaded. Their head was chopped off in this guillotine. So this was called as the Reign of Terror because it was a very terrifying period in the history of France. This 1 year period from 1793 to 1794. So in short, the history of France, what has happened till now in 1789, there was the storming of the Bastille. In 1790, the National Assembly was created and they were completing the French Constitution. In 1791, they presented a draft constitution, and in 1792, the Jacobins came into power. And from the year 1793 to 1794, we have the period, a very dark period in French history, which is called as the Reign of Terror. So, what were the things done by Maximilien Robespierre during his reign was he placed a maximum ceiling on wages and prices, means prices cannot exceed over a certain amount, and a minimum wage to be paid to people was fixed by the Jacobins, and they started giving quality meat and bread to people. The farmers to sell their grain only in cities at fixed government prices. This was also a rule placed by the Jacobins. Only whole wheat flour permitted, white flour was banned. They started, reducing the quality of the wheat for making of bread. Bread is a staple diet of France. Like how we eat chapatis and rotis over here in India, their bread is a staple diet in France. And they deleted all the titles like sir, madam, all these noble titles, king, queen, duke, duchess, all these noble titles were removed. The name of citizen was given to them. For men they were called as citoyen, and women were called as citoyenne. The citoyen means citizen. It's a French word for citizen. So these were the changes which were done by Robespierre during his rule for changing how France was working. So here we have a painting of Maximilian Robespierre, extremely strict person, a very very arrogant and strict ruler. He was himself in July 1794. He himself was killed by his own group of people. His head also was beheaded, and that led to the fall of the Jacobin government. So in today's class, we learned about a lot of things. What happened in France? We learned how France, from a constitutional monarchy, became a republic. We learned, yeah, sorry, we learned how this King Louis tried to have secret negotiations with the neighboring countries so that he could become the king of France once again. And then later on, we saw that the Jacobin Club was formed with the leader Maximilian Robespierre, and the Jacobin Club would later imprison King Louis, and then they would have them killed. They formed a convention, their own form of government, and they declared France as a republic, means a government of the people. And there were many institutional changes, many government changes which were put into force by Maximilian Robespierre. So that's all for today's class till now. Is anybody having any doubts? You can please ask me.
Sir, isn't this I was killed by his own king?
What was it? Come again?
Sir, why was this king or who is this guy
King.
on screen now? Why
Huh.
was he killed by his own team?
See,
Any
Maximilian
reason?
Maximilian Robespierre was someone like Hitler. He was a dictator, and the number of people whom he
Yes,
killed
sir.
were a huge number of people he put through the guillotine. So there was a misunderstanding between him and his people, and finally this reign of terror. No, people can take violence only to a certain extent. What happened was the violence